a sec. All right. Can you hear me okay, Nelly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, brilliant. Sonia is just joining us. So how was your bike ride? You've been doing so much outdoors lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to shift some of the kilos I put on over PhD and lockdown.
Oh yeah, well, if unfortunately, it's just one of the things that is to be expected, like A from lockdown and B from like just sitting in front of the desk all the time doing research. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
it
I have a
takes
bit more
time, doesn't
time
it?
now. Well, I have a bit more time now that I submitted the corrections.
Yay, that's
Um,
amazing.
so I'm making an effort now to take a bit better care of myself. And
Good stuff. And yeah, like you said, now you've got more time, so you can choose how you spend it rather than having to do, research
yeah,
and writing. So
yeah.
that's awesome stuff. I well, one day I was considering doing a PhD, but then I know that I didn't want to stay in research because
hmm
of the lack of stability, whatever. But the supervisor I was meant to be doing it with, she told me the other day that, I have to like do my PhD with her. And I was like, that would be really cool. And then I was like, yeah, yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I've got it in me anymore, to be honest with you. Um,
It's a journey.
oh,
I
yes.
think if you don't absolutely need it for your career, it's not worth the anguish.
Yeah, yeah, no, I totally know what you mean. Oh, I don't know what happened to Sonia. So we've got Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
Hello, Max.
How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thank you.
Brilliant. So I think Sonia was trying to join. I don't know what happened to her. Let me see my phone if she's written anything. Because she was just joining and then she disappeared. Um, so you might need a block for today. It might not be absolutely necessary, but it's always nice to have it handy. So go get them. And you can start settling. We're going to wait for Sonia for a couple of minutes, but if you already want to start your practice, begin to let go of the day, then find a comfortable position where you can settle and begin tuning your attention inwards. So, I haven't done my practice today because I had other things on my mind, so this could be seen as good or bad news because it means I have more energy. So we might do a little bit more of, a few more repetitions and maybe some more challenging stuff. But it's your practice. If you want to do 1 rep, if you want to do 3, however many, then make the practice your own. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, including yourself. Yoga and getting on the mat is an opportunity to um, check in with yourself, to connect with your body and your breath. So how often do we do things on autopilot? For me personally, way too many. Sometimes I don't even know how I get to places because I just don't pay enough attention. So here we want to do the exact opposite. Pay so much attention and be very meticulous with what we do, how we do it, and feel our bodies under breath. Hi Sonia, I think we've got you this time. So I'll mute you all for now and then I will ask to unmute you at the end of the practice. Hi Sonia.
Hello.
Good. You tried to join a few minutes ago, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, so I didn't imagine it. I did see your name.
Oh
Cool.
no, I've had to move to a different location today.
Fair enough.
Just trying to see where best to set up.
You might need a block for today. So if
Block,
you,
yeah.
yeah, so if just keep it handy. You might not need it at all. We're literally just starting now, so you haven't missed much. So I'll mute you for now, and then I'll ask you all to unmute at the end of the practice. Okay. So whenever you're ready, softly close your eyes and allow yourself just to be. For the next few moments, nothing else matters. It's just you sitting here and enjoying not having to do anything or think about anything. Just feel your breath moving in and out of your body. Begin to notice how the fluctuations of your mind slowly begin to settle. Your mind begins to recenter. So as we let go of the day, of work or whatever else you've been up to, we give ourselves a chance to really notice how we're feeling. We give ourselves some time to process the day, everything that's happened. So begin to feel your body. Notice your posture. And are you holding any residual tension? Perhaps in your shoulders, or in your hips, your neck. Make an intention to let go of the stress of the day. Become aware of any thoughts or emotions that come up. Usually as we choose to sit still or pause, then all of a sudden the mind has a different agenda and it doesn't seem possible to actually be still and enjoy that moment. So use your breath as your sole point of attention. Feel the expansion in your belly and your chest. And notice as your body is softening as you breathe out. So we place our attention to the changing sensations in our physical body that are caused by the breath. And be greedy with your inhalation. Try to send it to all the spaces, all the nooks and crannies that your breath doesn't normally reach. And as you exhale, begin to tone your abdominal wall, trying to elongate the breath out. So breathing in, feel the breath in the side of your ribs, the back of your heart, your collarbones. And as you exhale, feel the tension leaving your body. Inhaling, find the uplifting quality. And as you exhale, connect to that relaxing and grounding aspect of your breath. So feeling the weight pressing down onto the mat, rooting yourself in the present moment. Ask yourself why you decided to roll out the mat today. How can you create space to heal yourself on a deeper level? So do you need more discipline in your life, or actually do you need to let go? mat is your safe space to explore the changing states of your body and your mind, also all of your emotions. And remind yourself that as every day is different, then so will your practice be, and your body will feel different on different occasions. So each time you meet yourself, keep an accepting mind, keep deep compassion and kindness in your heart for yourself. So it's okay to strive towards goals, to even have them, but we need to keep the element of compassion within us so we don't punish ourselves if we're not doing as well as we should. So quite often we say, oh, I'm not strong enough, I'm not flexible enough, instead of focusing on what you do have. So you do have an amazing body that does all the things for you. You do have a strong body and that's flexible, and there's so much potential there. So instead of starting from a place of lack, start perceiving things as well as your body from a place of abundance. Now take a really deep breath in and sigh out through the mouth, and then softly open your eyes. So we're going to do one round of 36 Kapalabhati breaths. If at any point you start to feel dizzy or just doesn't feel right, you can stop. So just to recap, I think you all know how to do Kapalabhati. We take a passive inhalation and we draw the lower abs in to push the breath out. So it's a really forceful exhalation. So we want to fire, stoke the fire in the belly and fire the deep core muscles to then help us with what I've got planned for today. So you can do it with your eyes closed or open, whatever you prefer. Sit up tall and gently roll the shoulders back and down. So let's take one deep breath in together and a slow breath out. Then half an inhale and let's go. And release. Breathe naturally. Notice if there's any change in your engagement. And then bring your arms in front of you. So you want to bring the elbows and forearms fairly close. If your shoulders are flexible enough, you can bring them together. You don't want to do that. So you want to keep them apart. Lift your elbows up to keep them more or less in line with the shoulders. And keep bringing them together, finding engagement in your shoulder girdle, in your shoulder blades. So draw your ribs in, sit up tall, and keep squeezing. Bring the elbows a little bit closer together, Sonia. That's it. Lift your elbows up. Keep your belly engaged and breathe. All is good. So my arms are shaking already, but keep hold of it. Just another couple of breaths. And then release. Yeah, this one always gets me because it's like mixing strength with flexibility, and my shoulders just, my shoulders are really weak, well, proportionally weak to the rest of my body, so I can always feel this one. But let's do it again. That will help us with the dolphin pose. So lift your arms up, bring them fairly close together, corset your ribs, elbows in line with the shoulders. Stay with your breath. You can use Ujjayi breathing to help you stay non-critical of your experience, and instead let your shoulders burn. All is good. You can do it, even if you think you can't. Just hold it. Stay passively observant of what's happening instead of judging your experience. Just a little bit more. Keep your belly engaged and release. Well done. If you found it easy, I'm jealous. No, I'm joking. It's really good. I love building strength. Okay, and this time bring the right arm underneath your left and double wrap your arm. So coming into Garuda arms or the eagle arms. So here, again, corset your ribs, bring the hands away from your face and lift your elbows up. That's it. So this is really good to undo sitting at a desk or slouching. Become aware of all that's happening in your shoulders. And notice what sensations you're experiencing. Then gently release your arms and let's do the other side. To be fair, I could just be done after this. So this time left arm underneath, double wrap, hands away from your face, your abdominal wall is engaged, lift your arms up, that's it. And allow the tension to leave your body as you exhale. See where else you can soften, whether it's in your jaw, your forehead, your hips. And then slowly relax your arms. Oh, I can really feel my shoulders today. And shift over onto your hands and knees. So spread your fingers wide. Press down through the fingertips, the knuckles and the heel of your hands, and just for a moment cultivate the connection with the earth. So feeling anchored in your body in the present moment. And we're going to start with protraction and retraction. So as you exhale, you shift a little forward and down, gently squeezing your shoulder blades. And as you inhale, you protract the shoulders. So round your back, squeeze your belly. Exhale, shift forward and a little down, retract. Inhale, protract. So 3 more times. Shift forward and a little down, round your back. Shift forward and a little down, strong belly push back. And 1 more time, shift forward and protract the shoulders. Stay here and breathe. Curl your tailbone under, keep the belly engaged. Find roundness through the back. And then slide your hips back for child's pose. Either keep the arms extended or by the sides of your body. Allow your weight to be received by the mat. Allow the shoulders to relax. Draw your lower belly in and feel as the body settles, your back stretches. And connect to your shoulders. How are they feeling now? You know, as long as you're not experiencing pain, it's good. The burning sensations are perfectly fine. So gather a little strength. And then inhale, shift yourself back up into all fours. So now we're going to shift just forward and back, but make sure that you're pressing down through the fingertips. So here, by doing that, you activate the muscles in your forearms, and we support the wrists instead of straining them. Your belly's engaged, and you just shift forward. So shoulders go past your wrists, and then shift back. So keep pressing down through the fingertips. That will also help you when you come into downward dog, and handstand if it's in your practice, that kind of thing. So finding the engagement through the entire palm of the hand, and just shift forward and a little back. And now you can begin to draw circles. So move slowly and feel what's happening in your wrist. Notice how the weight is distributed over the palm as you roll So clockwise or anti-clockwise, whichever way you're going. And then switch direction. Keep the engagement through the fingertips and also through the base of the thumb and the index finger. So just in this fairly simple exercise, there's so much that you can notice and place your attention to. Then come back to sitting on your heels. So find a toe squat unless you really don't think that you can. And we're gonna warm up the wrists. So make sure the pinkies are down if you're there. If sitting on the heels is too much, you can just lift your hips up. It's still providing a stretch to the plantar fascia in the feet, so it's all good. Corset your ribs in. Inhale your arms up. So hook the shoulder blades against the back of your ribs. So you want to slide them back and down. Ribs are in. Open our hands and then clench the fist and then flick your fingers. So you know what's happening. Keep squeezing your elbows together. Bring the arms behind you. Your belly is engaged. And keep going. I took a break from doing this because I wasn't doing many arm balances, and then I went to do it and instantly I was like, wow, I can feel it. So yoga's working. So keep going, even if your arms are fatiguing, you can do it. Check the engagement through the core. Squeeze your elbows together. All is good. I can feel my forearms. Just sensations. Keep going. Keep going. And release. Give your arms a little shake. Well done. So now, we're going to come back into protraction and retraction of the shoulders to really make sure that the shoulder girdle is warmed up. And now you can either do the option on your hands and knees, or keeping the engagement through the fingertips, you step back into high plank. Legs are together. Use your entire body to hold yourself here. So squeeze your legs together, curl your tailbone under, squeeze your belly, push the mat away. And then as you exhale, you shift forward and a little down. Inhale, protract. So really push the mat away. Shift forward and a little down. And protract. So retract and protract. So keep going. Forward and a little down. And protract. Forward and a little down. And push back. So twice more. You can do it. Squeeze your legs together. Curl your tailbone under. And just do it one more time. And slide back for child's pose. Extend your arms out or by your sides. Go back to your breath. Notice how that's felt. Where did you feel the engagement? And you know, it's all well if your breath is there. But once you start losing your breath, then it's interesting to ask yourself a question: which part of the pose made it challenging that I couldn't keep my breath calm and steady? So was it the core? Was it tightness in the shoulders? Or something else? So inhale, come back into all fours. And we're going to do toe point plank. So keeping the fingers spread super wide, press down through the fingertips. You come up into plank, squeeze your core, tuck your tailbone under, gentle roundness through the upper back. And then you can either just shift forward, or you can come onto your tippy toes. So find whichever version you prefer. You can always stay with the knees down, just shift yourself forward to feel what's happening in the shoulders. So we're gonna hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower yourself all the way down. Tops of the feet are on the mat, hands by your low ribs, roll the shoulders back and down. And as you inhale, lift yourself off the mat, but hands are by the sides of your body. So we're coming into baby cobra. Press down through the tops of the feet, squeeze your belly, and feel the muscles in your back firing up. So just hold it here for another round of breath. And as you exhale, bring yourself down. As you inhale, push back into tabletop, and we're gonna go through some nice cat and cow. So with an inhalation, drag your chest forward. Feel the stretch through the entire front of the body. As you exhale, round your back. Protract the shoulders, squeeze your belly. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, round your back. One more time, like a wave. Come forward. And then like a wave, go back. So go in whichever direction you want from here. Connecting with your breath, connecting with your body and feeling where any sticky points are. You can always stay in child's pose. It's also something that your body may want. So keep deepening your inhalation and use the exhalation to ground you. So Ujjayi breathing is particularly useful here because not only is it a grounding breath, but it also warms your core up. So the core starts in the throat. So make it as loud as you like or feel comfortable. So just 3 more rounds of breath. Make them count. And then when you're ready, come back to the center. Step your right foot between your hands and inhale, easy, come up. So keep the right angle here, right knee over the ankle, slide your hips down. Keep the spine long. Squeeze your left glute, so we're supporting the stretch. And check in with your hips. Deep and resonant breathing. And with the next exhalation, shift your hips back, flexing the right foot. Keep the spine long. Breath is calm and steady. You can support yourself with blocks if you want to bring the floor closer to you. Just make the pose work for you. You can lift the hip up and bring it down. Just noticing where you feel most tightness or density. You next inhale, shift yourself forward. Exhale back. The next inhalation, left foot forward, and easy come up. So always when we do postures on each side, just check in and see how one side is feeling compared to the other. And then notice if there's any emotional response, if there are imbalances, and let them go. So we're not here to judge ourselves, we're not here to punish ourselves. You know, you're not good enough. You are good enough, and you're doing your best. With the next exhalation, shift the hips back, stretch your hamstrings. Where can you let go? So physically, emotionally, try to find ease in the pose wherever you are. And even with the discomfort, even with experiencing tightness, you can still find peace being exactly where you are. As you inhale, shift forward, exhale, back into tabletop, tuck your toes under, spread your fingers wide, make your way into downward facing dog. Pedal your feet or do whatever feels good to create space in the body, to release tightness. And then settle in your down dog. So you're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath, experiencing the strength and stillness in the pose. So think of all the individual components that build the pose. So pressing down through the fingertips, the base of the thumb and the forefinger. Roll the shoulders open, spread the shoulder blades. So sometimes staying in the pose longer can help you deepen the awareness of the pose. Experience the changing sensations. And as you inhale, walk your feet halfway through towards your hands. As you exhale, come into a forward fold. So draw your lower belly in, you fold into the pelvic cavity, bend your legs as much as you need to, and allow your back to lengthen, your shoulders to relax. You can shake your head, and just move mindfully, so nothing too explosive. Feel the breath expanding the back of your ribs. And then bring the hands at your heart, and with a strong core, strong back, as you inhale, lift up all the way to standing. So here with the feet together apart, we're going to come into like half lift, but just going to, half forward fold. That makes more sense if I say it that way. So roll the shoulders back and down. Very gently tuck your tailbone under, so you want to find some engagement through the belly. So not a lot will change, you know, if you look at yourself, but you want to keep this area firm. So hands at your heart, press down through the feet, take an inhale, and as you exhale, folding at the hips, lower down halfway. Inhale, come back up. 5 more times. So exhale, strong core, strong back. Inhale, up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, twice more. Try to lead with your chest so your hips stay exactly where they are. Inhale, come up. And one more time, fold halfway. Hold it here. Roll the shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And as you exhale, fold forward. Then plant your hands and step back into downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to shift forward into plank or straight away into upward facing dog, but with the toes tucked. So as you inhale, begin to wave length through the spine, squeeze your core, roll yourself over, pressing down through the fingertips, and then drop the hips down to open through the chest. So you keep the shoulders down. You want the space between the shoulders and the ears open. That's it. And then as you exhale, squeeze your core and shift the hips back. So it doesn't matter if your heels touch the mat. So we move fluidly. So 5 more times. Inhale, shift forward, open through the chest. And then exhale, back into down dog. So keep the engagement through the belly all the time. Inhale to shift forward. Drop your hips low, open through the chest. That's it. Exhale, push back. If this doesn't quite feel right, so from here, you can just drop the knees down and push back into down dog. So 3 more times. Inhale, forward. And exhale into down dog. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Just one more time, you can do it. Inhale. And exhale into child's pose. Knees together apart, but extend your arms forward. So feel the stretch around the shoulder blades. Drop your hips down, drop your forehead down. Bring the legs, not the legs, the hands out to the side. So we're in a diagonal child's pose. Back to the center, and then we go the other way. Notice where you feel the stretch. Notice how your hips are. And draw your belly in. Inhale back to the center. And then slowly transition into plank pose. So knees up or down. Just hold it here. Squeeze the elbows together. Belly is engaged. Use your entire body to lift yourself up. So engage your pelvic floor. And then drop the knees down. Shift your weight forward. So shoulders are past your wrists. Roll the elbows to the sides of your body and drop down halfway. For Chaturanga, drop the shoulders, be in line with your elbows. Press down through the fingertips, squeeze your core and hold it. You can do it. You can do it. Hold it. And go down all the way. Well done. Strength is built over time. You're doing great by doing it, by trying. That's all there is. Hands by your low ribs. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And inhale, come up for Cobra. This time, use your hands to push yourself up. Squeeze your core. Roll the shoulders back and down. So you want to bring them down away from your ears to really open through the chest. That's it. So keep elongating through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, easy transition into downward facing dog. Now step your feet to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Visualize the roundness through your spine. And as you inhale, shift all the way up, sweeping your arms overhead. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, arms by your sides. So you inhale, shift up, extend it. Exhale, leading with your chest, strong core, strong back. Come into a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, step into downward dog. Inhale, roll over into plank. And keeping that engagement we've just learned for Chaturanga with the knees up or down, shift yourself forward and slowly lower down halfway. So squeeze your belly, drop your shoulders, and come down all the way. Hands by your low ribs. Inhale into Cobra. Exhale, come down. I'm going to do it twice more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, come down. One last time. Inhale up. And as you exhale, whichever way you like, make your way into downward dog. Rooting down through the left heel. Inhale your right leg up. And stay here. Press evenly through the hands. Left leg is active. Keep reaching the right leg up. Your belly is engaged. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, shift over into three-legged plank. So right leg is lifted. Keep your belly engaged. Push the mat away. You can do it. That's it. Keep your belly engaged. And then with the right leg up or down, shift forward and down into three-legged Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or up dog. Open through the chest. Exhale into down dog. Well done. Well, we've still got the other side to do. Step your feet to your hands as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep yourself up to extended. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, extended. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale into down dog. So find your foundation, find the strength. You can bring the right foot in between your feet right now for more stability. And inhale your left leg up for three-legged dog. Roll your biceps in. Keep pressing down through the right foot. Lift the left foot a bit higher. Breathe into your chest. And hold your entire shape and your body in awareness. Take another inhale here. And then as you exhale, shift over into three-legged plank. So keep your belly engaged. Your left hip is closed. So hold it here. You're doing great. Stay with your breath. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, find your version of Chaturanga that's appropriate. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, step your feet to your hands. Exhale into a fold. Inhale, rise up, opening through the heart. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, rise. And exhale, squeeze your belly and fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step back into down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Left hand stays where it is. Inhale your right arm up. Keep the belly engaged. Exhale, bring it down. Drop the back heel. So we've got warrior two, feet alignment. Arch meets the heel. And inhale, bring yourself up into warrior two. So right knee's over the ankle. And actually it's going towards the pinky toe side of the right foot. That's it. Roll the shoulders back and down. Keep your belly engaged. And set your drishti through the index and middle fingers. What's present? So tap into your warrior energy, to that strength deep within you, and keeping your focus through the fingers. Just manifest your determination and your strength. Sink your hips lower. And then as you inhale, bring the right forearm across the thigh. And then as you exhale, bring the left arm over. So you want to slide the shoulder down, bicep is by the ear. So Parsva Konasana, the extended side angle. But here you don't want to be just leaning here. But you want to keep the space between the shoulder and the ear open. And also keep as little weight on that leg as you can. So hold it here. And then as you inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the right arm in front of you. Flip the palm up. And as you exhale, reverse your triangle. So find an openness through the right side of the body. Keep reaching the right hand away from you. Belly is engaged. And as you inhale, rebend the front leg, windmill your hands down. Step back into plank. Exhale, Chaturanga, just normal this time. Inhale, up dog. And exhale into down dog. And inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Right hand stays where it is. Inhale, left arm goes all the way up, open through the chest. We're coming into a twist. Then bring the left hand down and drop the back heel down. So you're going to come into warrior two on the other side. So keeping the left leg bent, pushing down through the feet. Inhale, opening your arms out. That's it. Check your knee ankle alignment. Extend your arms away from you. And see where else you can create space in your body, perhaps in your mind. Stay with your breath. Perhaps you can notice your heartbeat. The next inhalation, bring the left forearm over the thigh, and as you exhale, reach your right arm forward. That's it. Keep the belly engaged, engage your pelvic floor. Keep the space between the ear and the shoulder open. And strong energy line all the way from the right foot to the right fingertips. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up, straighten the front leg. Left palm is facing up. And as you exhale, lean to away from the left leg. Parishta Trikonasana, a revolved reverse triangle. So left leg, front leg is straight, both legs are straight, that's it. And then inhale, windmill your hands down. Step back into plank. Then the next exhalation, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale into down dog. So drop your knees down and slide back for child's pose. Connect to your breath. And gather a little strength. Take really deep inhalations and slow down your exhalations. This way you can regulate your breathing. As you next inhale, shift yourself forward and come to lie down on your belly. So we're going to come into a cactus shape. We're going to have our arms like this. But just lying on the back, we're going to do a modified locust pose. So feet together, arms into a cactus shape. Roll the shoulders back and down. And as you inhale, lift your torso and your legs up. So you want to squeeze your shoulder blades. You can really accentuate it by lifting the elbows higher. Keep your neck long. It's an extension of your spine, so you want it to be long. Squeeze all the muscles in your back, your hamstrings, your glutes, so lift yourself up. And as you next exhale, come down all the way. So you're going to do it twice more, but rest for a moment. So arms into a cactus shape. Feet together, squeeze your belly, roll the shoulders back and down as you inhale, lift up, exhale, come down. One more time, you can do it. Inhale, fire all the muscles in your back and hold it just a little bit longer. Exhale, bring it down. Hands by your low ribs. Inhale, lift up for cobra or up dog. And exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Step your feet to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up all the way to extended. Arms by your sides. Inhale, extended. Exhale into a fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right leg up. And exhale, step it between the hands. Left hand where it is. Inhale your right arm up, squeeze your belly. Exhale, bring it down and drop the back heel. Inhale, lift up all the way to warrior two. Exhale, sink. And hold it here. Make sure that the knee is over the ankle. That's it. Press them through both feet. Hold it. Squeeze your belly. And now you can either bring the forearm through or bring the right hand by the inner right foot or on the outside. So you need to significantly drop the hips low, but keeping the knee ankle alignment. So it requires an openness through the hips. You can always use a block, so you're not just dumping your weight here. So see where you're at, and then extend the left arm out. Keep pressing down through the feet. Open through the chest. Your left arm is by your ear. Hold it. And then as you inhale, push yourself back, straightening the front leg. Right palm is facing the ceiling. And then reverse your triangle, opening through the right side of the body. Inhale, windmill, the hands down. Exhale, plank and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Rooting down through the right foot. Inhale, your left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Right hand where it is. Inhale, lift it all the way up. And then exhale, bring it down. Drop the back heel. And inhale, bring yourself up to warrior two. Check your alignment in the front leg. Drop the shoulders down. Extend your arms. So feel your hips. Feel that openness. And then bring the forearm down or your hand by the inner or outer part of the left foot. Drop your hips low, but try not to sink them. Open through the chest and feel the strong energy line through the right side of the body. Press down through the outer edge of the right foot. Keep your belly engaged and breathe into your chest. As you inhale, shift all the way out, straightening the front leg. Left palm is up. And as you exhale, reverse your triangle. Breathe into the chest. Feel your breath. Look up for an extra balance challenge, or look down towards the right foot. As you inhale, windmill your arms down. Exhale, plank and chaturanga. Elbows by the sides of your body. Inhale, up dog. And exhale into child's pose. Well deserved one, well done. Stay there breathing, regulating your breath. You can drop the knees down when you're ready and retreat into child's pose. Whichever variation you feel best in. Feel all the sensations throughout the body. Some may be louder than others. So Feel the heat throughout your muscles. Perhaps some tugging in your hips. You've just deeply opened them. Or it might be just your breath, your heart racing in your chest. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. And as you inhale, lift up and shift over. So you've got your legs in front of you. So we're gonna bend your left leg and bring the foot by the inner thigh. Your right foot is flexed. And first of all, you're gonna turn your chest towards the extended leg, waving length through the spine, squeezing your belly. Begin to walk your hands towards your right foot. So keep the engagement through the core. Focus on bringing the left knee down, but without, pushing it. Just allow the body to naturally and organically open. So then again, it doesn't matter how far you go, as long as you can feel something happening. Or perhaps you can feel resistance, or frustration or boredom. So if you catch this moment of awareness and you stay in the pose, you continue tuning to your breath, then yoga is working. If it's accessible, you can grab hold of the outer edge of the right foot with the left hand, and with the right foot, the inner edge of the right foot. So without forcing anything, you can just hold onto the foot and gently bend further down, keeping your belly engaged, your pelvic floor is active. And as you inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, stay. Bring the left arm behind you this time, fairly close, so you can use it to prop yourself up. And as you inhale, roll over the left shin to open through the chest. So go wherever it feels good. So open through the front of the body and the hip. Spend a couple of breaths feeling that openness and expansion through your heart. And then gently bring yourself all the way down. And let's do on the other side. So right foot by the inner left thigh. And just feel how your right hip is, how the knee is. Especially in hips, we store the tension differently. I don't know if you have a preferred way of sitting in a chair, but I always like to have my left leg over my right. So if I've been doing that for, let's say, 5 years, imagine how much, tension is stored in a certain way. So just feel what's going on. Turn your chest to face the extended leg. Keep your belly engaged, and with a long spine, begin to fold. Focusing on opening through the right hip and bringing the knee down. Just using your breath and time there on your side. So using the pelvic cavity to fold like an all forward folds. If it's accessible, you can grab hold of the foot, so crossing the hands, grabbing the opposite edge of the foot. So see if the body is welcoming a slightly deeper variation. Keep your lower belly drawn in. As you inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, stay. Then as you inhale, transition, bringing the right hand behind you, like fairly close to your right hip. And then push the ground away, push the mat away. So set your shoulder girdle as you shift the hips up. Extend your left arm to accentuates the stretch through the front of the body, and you can gently move if it feels good, or stay seemingly static. Breathe into the chest, belly is engaged, all is good. And then as you exhale, bring yourself slowly down. If there's anything that your body's still craving, then you can go for it. Draw the knees towards your chest. Or we're going to prepare for Shavasana. So stay with the legs bent. And then extend your legs and arms out. Keep the palms up to indicate that you're feeling receptive, or that you wish to be more open. And revisit your intention. How do you feel now compared to the beginning of the practice? How did your practice go? After you have chosen to let go of expectations towards yourself or the practice itself, so scan your body all the way from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. And notice that your body is flooded with sensations. At the same time, you may be experiencing a certain level of stillness throughout your mind and your emotions. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Slowly begin bringing your awareness back to your physical body. Invite some gentle movement. And carrying that stillness of being present, roll over onto one side. Spend a couple of breaths there to really feel how the body is now. Check in with yourself, how your headspace is. And then slowly bring yourself back up into a comfortable seat. If you want to, you can unmute yourself for the final chant. But if you want to stay still, gotcha.
Yeah, on Zoom, okay. Just
Okay.
what?
Then coming back into your comfortable seat, softly close your eyes and roll the shoulders back and down. Bring the hands at your heart. And stay here tuning into the energy of your heart space. Noticing how you're feeling. Tuning into the tenderness of your heart that you've opened throughout the practice, that you've really connected with, so you can keep spreading the love and joy to all those around you. So let's close this practice with one round of Spend a moment here bathing in the vibrations of this chant, and feeling the union of your mind, body and spirit, and feeling connected to the people you have practiced with and everyone around the world. Take another deep breath in and slowly exhaling. Open your eyes. Thank you very much for your practice with me today. Namaste. So lovely to see you all tonight. As much as I love teaching on Tuesdays, it's really nice to be able to actually see what's happening on your mats. So thank you very much for coming. I hope that you're feeling, empowered through all the strength building, but also, you managed to gain some headspace and, give yourself the time, to relax. So, if you've got any questions for me?
No. Good. Thank you very much.
Very welcome. Sorry about the delay in sending the preview Zoom classes, but you got them eventually. So I will upload this one straight away and I'll send it to you. So what we did with the shoulders at the beginning, it's really good to mobilize the shoulder girdle and prepare it for any kind of work. Because quite often if you experience like wrist issues, that it's actually got to do with not having warmed up the shoulders properly. So sometimes even like before you start practice, because I don't always do these drills, then you can do that even on your hands and knees, that it already like prepares your shoulders for any further work. So that's a good one to keep for later on.
It was quite good because all my shoulders and back were clicking and clunking at the very start, so that felt quite nice. To be fair.
Brilliant! Yeah, no, it's really good. No, the stuff that we did at the beginning. Wow, because I can really feel my shoulders. I was doing a lot of shoulder work, so like for the past 2 days, it was just like, everything hurts. So, that's the journey of strength. It's built over a long time. So if you ever neglected anything, now you expanding your awareness, so you probably noticing that stuff has been catching up with you, kind of thing.
I feel my shoulders are quite tight where I've just been sat at a desk all day. I can just feel that tension there, so I need to do that shoulder flossing as well. I think I need to do, don't I?
That's it. So you know what to do. That's excellent. So sometimes it's like you might know what to do to better your situation, but it takes a long time before you actually put it into action. So now you need to do shoulder flossing more often. Then give yourself some time before you incorporate it in your like everyday or whatever practice. So it just takes time.
Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. So I hope you have a lovely evening. There's the outdoor yoga class this Saturday. This time is at 9:30 because I'm teaching the meditation space at 11. So if you want to do both, amazing. If you would like to do either or, also brilliant. For the meditation space, I prepared 3 meditation techniques. The first one is becoming aware of your awareness. So I will guide you into going through the layers of what you perceive, so your physical body and your emotions, etc., until you get to the state where you can experience that you're the thinker. So you are the witness of your thoughts and sensations. So how we get to like the deeper state of stillness within ourselves. And then there's a mantra meditation, and the last one is breathing out like thoughts, desires, and emotions. So it's not to discard them or disregard them in any shape or form, But when you sit down and someone asks you to be still, and it's like all of a sudden it's like, I need to go shopping, I need to put my laundry on, I forgot to reply to a message, and all of that stuff. So this is your mind trying to trick you into doing something better, rather than sitting still and like really connecting and observing what's happening in your mind. And letting go is an essential part of meditation and yoga practice as well. So you know how sometimes you hold the posture for longer than you would like to, and it's like, oh, I don't want to do it, or you get bored, etc. So being able to notice that it's the desires of your mind, then it can transform your practice. So if any of that sounded interesting, then it's on Saturday at 11 o'clock, and then my best yogi friend Natalia will guide us through Yoga Nidra. So let me know if you want any more information, and I will hope to see you soon.
It will.
Thanks.
All
Thank
right. Take care then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.